Hi, I'm Graham and welcome back to Man vs Film. You know how Netflix have their original programming or the things they make themselves, like iBoy, the movie I'm going to be talking about, and they just hammer it home for you. You get emails about it, you get notifications about it, it's on your homepage whenever you open up. They are pretty much just driving it down your throat. And sometimes that can just put you off a movie and you're like, no, I'm not watching that. You're pushing it too hard, mate. But then, you're kind of lying there, you're not feeling too great, you want something you can just throw on and fine, you just put it on, it's the first thing that's there. And sometimes, just sometimes, it turns out to be actually quite good, like iBoy. And now iBoy is about this character, Tom, who lives in a London estate, and he stumbles across a crime scene. And as he tries to run away and phone the police, a shot is fired at him, which causes the phone to explode into his head. And he wakes up from a coma 10 days later to find out that parts of the phone are embedded in his brain. Then Tom starts to notice that he can see frequencies coming out of anything electrical, and he can see people's text messages, hear people's phone calls. He can just kind of like tap in to the world around about him, access internet without any kind of device. He is a walking computing hacking machine type of thing. And he takes it upon himself to try and figure out who was committing that crime at the start of the movie and get revenge against them, while cleaning up his neighbourhood, his tower block at the same time. It sounds kind of hokey, but it was rather fun. I liked the main performance from Bill Milner as Tom. I also really liked Maisie Williams as Lucy, and then there's Miranda Richardson as Tom's gran as well, who's really good in the movie. It's got a good core sort of group of characters. Now for the first 10 minutes, it's kind of setting up the premise, and you have the kind of bad kids on the estate, the kind of typical bad kids type of thing. And I was starting to worry that it was going to fall into the usual kind of British movie tropes that we've seen and we can't be bothered with. I'm fed up seeing. But gladly, it kind of uses that to spring forward into something a little bit more wacky, and that is the use of being able to see the technology. Now, I love the look of this. It's very kind of Matrixy, but not copying that identically. And as he starts to learn and grow and how to use these things, becomes more apparent on the screen. And I like that fact of it, because Tom himself is a very small, frail, introverted character, and to see him sort of have these abilities that help sort of bring his personality to the forefront as well as getting revenge in a funny manner against all these people was really good. Like I said, within maybe half an hour watching this, I was hooked. I wanted to see where it was going to go. I had theories that it was going to end up rather conventionally, and it kind of does, but not in the manner I thought it was going to, but still enough to satisfy me with this story. So much so that I'd be happy to see the character come back for a sequel, or to see more, or to see how he's going to develop this ability even further. Now, that's not to say that the movie's perfect. It does have some down points. It has some archetype villains within the piece itself who are very cardboard cutouty. It has a very sort of formulaic plot. You can see it going from A to B to C, and there's not really many surprises to be had within the story itself. As a Netflix original movie, I found this to be rather good. In fact, I would give it 4 out of 5. I really enjoyed it. I may go back and watch it again. It doesn't really bring anything new to the table in regards to the story, but it adds something new with this kind of technology aspect. We've seen something similar with Chronicle, but this was a little bit better in my opinion. The movie looks fantastic as well. There's some really nice cinematography, a lot using the sort of natural street lighting that's found in these estates that just makes it look kind of otherworldly, and then the sort of large backdrops of the full cityscape was really good as well. If you've got Netflix, definitely check iBoy out. It's a Netflix original, so you should be able to get it pretty much everywhere. Come back here, let me know what you thought about it in the comment box below, and I will see you next time on Man vs Film.